welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the pay to win account, and that is right, guys. The patch has dropped, so we're just going to go through a couple notable things within the patch itself. First one being the hot fix. So many of you have commented on the Setting Sun video that I put out, ultimately not being able to complete the voyage or a lot of your heroes dying out. We seen this up yesterday on the test server. Today it is on the global November 23rd hotfix. They have optimized some of the battles in there. We know Thorn with that taint ability was killing out a lot of heroes in there, resulting in when you start getting a couple battles in, you could not actually complete the Voyage of Wonder, and a lot of players had to restart. So if you go ahead and do it today, it will be much easier. Big news this morning, of course, with the patch notes is Thesku that came out. So a lot of players say, is he good? Is he worth building? In my opinion, yes. He does have multiple forms of crowd control. He does some decent damage. There is going to be a couple places that I really feel like he is going to shine. We're not going to go through all of the skills and abilities, but ultimately one of the big ones is the Mauler Tower, guys, especially when it comes to earlier. We know within the Mauler Tower, we have Titus, who offers crowd control. Now we have Thesku that offers crowd control. Couple other heroes in the Mauler Tower have a couple different little forms, but nothing that we see of this caliber when it comes to building out the heroes themselves. I think Thesku is going to have a really big impact on the Mauler Tower, which is going to be awesome to see, because when you start getting into level deficiencies, guys, the control ability, the ability to crowd control the enemy is really what you have to do. There's not really anything of that. If you have tanking heroes, they will die when you start seeing level deficiencies. If you have crowd control heroes, as long as you can get the crowd control off, they will live through the entire battle, making it much earlier or much easier to go through with the tower. Same with Granite. Granite's another hero due to the crowd control factor that he offers. Tanks in this game do not fare very well when you start getting into level deficiencies, but overall, with his petrification ability, it can provide that. Brutus with the immunity as well. Within the Dark Forest, the new Peaks of Time adventure is up. I will do a video on this in just a little bit, which is the Realm of Denial, guys. So these are old Peaks of Time or Voyage of Wonder adventures that now made their way into the Peaks of Time. Here we do get 10 scrolls, you get 1,000 diamonds, so not too bad with the rewards. I really feel like they needed a little bit more in here, especially when it comes to the engraving mats, because they are so sought after, and we get none within the Realm of Denial. So I would have absolutely loved to see that. Events going on right now, we do have the Lost Sigil event. Make sure that you are calculating your sigils, guys. When you look at the different sigils you get out of battles, I've gotten a lot of comments that people are messing up the count on them. Be very cautious about the count, guys. I do not want you to miss out on a hero that you're looking for. I just picked up another copy of Zorath, so we'll finally have Zorath complete, which is awesome. So that is who I picked up. I picked up one copy of Zorath, which does give us the ability to get him maxed out. In addition, right now, we do have the redemption period for Leonardo. So Leonardo is under the redemption period. A lot of players that are very close to the redemption. He's another hero I really feel like, due to the crowd control aspect, you can see right there, he is another primary role control aspect that he brings. Also with the damage amplification that he brings, very strong hero to build. Now, if you're running a little bit short on resources, they did pair it with the Labyrinth of Limbo right now, meaning that you are going to get double rewards out of the Labyrinth, which is awesome. Anytime that you can get the Labyrinth of Limbo and get this 100% bonus, guys, this could make a difference between catching up with the Labyrinth tokens that you have and getting Leonardo or not getting Leonardo. Again, I know a couple players said that they were short on some of the materials, including the Labyrinth tokens, to go ahead and pick them up. So I'm really hoping this is going to make a difference to go ahead and maximize those. Voyage of Wonder, of course, we have the Setting Sun. That was the one we just talked about that got the nerf. Scam Gazer cards, Stargazer cards, whatever you want to call them. You're getting some cards out of here, which is awesome, because in my opinion, the way that I look at this is every 10 cards that I get is 10 cards closer to my next Celestial or Hypogean hero. We know 60 to 70 summons is right on par with the 2% that they do for the heroes. So ultimately, if you do, 6 or 7 of these between the tower getting cards between the faction towers getting cards, between the Voyage of Wonder getting the cards, you're going to be able to pick up your Celestials and Hypogean heroes as you see fit. In addition, with the Misty Valley, make sure you complete the Misty Valley, guys. There is so much to do, but the Misty Valley, the loot in here is undeniably absolutely amazing. We picked up everything when we did our live stream last week, making sure that you collect every single chest in here. Even if you do have to merc some heroes, this does go on for a considerable amount of time. And this is also a thing that they just have on repeat. So you can go ahead and get ready for that as well, making sure that is completed. Also, Abyssal Expedition, we know the hunting field is going to be coming up relatively soon. So getting ready for that. It is a mini Abyssal Expedition. A lot of people like that as the way that I call it, but honestly, it is what it is. So you go in there with 5 players, you have some spectators. It's a very cool event. It does take a little bit more time consuming when you're getting into the event, just by the nature of it, getting your team set, getting the faction set, making sure you have the heroes within there. Also, guys, make sure the guild, you're maximizing this. If you've seen yesterday's video, we hit 100 billion for Riz, we hit 100 billion for Soren. So now I can actually go ahead and reset these, or do the quick loot collect, so I can get my treasure chest, maxing them out. Once you do it the first time, you can just auto collect that every single time. So make sure, a lot of players forget about these heroes. And that is the reason why I bring it up, guys. A lot of players do forget about these heroes. They'll just go in auto battle, auto battle, auto battle. Well, after a couple days, after a couple weeks, your heroes are incredibly powerful when you're building those. So in a couple weeks, you could add a couple more resources to them. You could add a couple more levels to them. You could get some signature items for them. Make sure you're utilizing one of your mercenary characters, just like I did on here. I actually borrowed out Belinda to try to maximize the damage in there, which is how we actually got to that 100 cap. Now, a lot of players say, should I use Belinda? Should I use Warwick? Should I use Mortis? A lot of it is really dependent on what team comp you're running with it. I do like running Belinda, again, because of this blessing ability that she puts onto Saurus. Makes a really big difference, because the 20% increase attack rating and critical rating combined with Rose following Saurus is a absolute boss killer, guys. They can put out so much damage so fast when it comes to that boss. That is one of the team comps that I do utilize within there. Also within the campaign, chapter 37 is the pre-nerf territory. You can see exactly how many players, and there is Mickey sneaking up again. I see Javid down here. This is the pre-nerf territory when it comes to AFK Arena, meaning that Lilith has never nerfed chapter 37. Making this the new kind of staple for starting to get into, in my opinion, late game. With the amount of chapters that we do have right now, this is kind of getting into late game. I wouldn't quite say end game. End game is probably chapter 40, chapter 42 plus, which is really pushing the envelope there. In addition, guys, this patch also did bring new levels to the towers. So we've seen new levels to the King's Tower, new levels to the faction towers. So if you're starting to make progression or continuing to make progression in there, definitely push those all that you can to get those cards. The Inferno Fortress, very easy with Lucretia, but there comes a point you need other heroes. My problem is the Celestial Sanctum. The one thing that I am stuck is I have Moriel and I have Athelia. I am missing Zafriel. If you've known and been in the tower, most players use Zafriel within there. I am definitely going to have to build him. Since we have enough copies, we'll go ahead and finish out Zolrath, and then I'm going to move to Zafriel, because again, I need the power within that Celestial Tower so I can continue making some progression. So guys, just kind of a recap video today of what is going on with AFK Arena. Again, the patch dropped tonight. The trials for Thesku is going to be up a little bit later tonight, which is awesome to see. Again, drop him in the wish list. I wouldn't prioritize him right now. We haven't seen him in medic comps. We haven't seen exactly how well he works in the campaign. Mauler Tower, he is going to be solid for, but I usually wait at least a week to see the big priority and which players are building them out and which players are really focused on maxing out those heroes and the utility that they bring. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.